This week, Boris Johnson responded to the public anger about a video that emerged of Allegra Stratton, his spokesperson, at a secret press briefing where she's seen joking about a Downing Street Christmas party last year when it would have been illegal. Now, when looking at this, until we have categorical evidence that the party took place, while it is tempting to start from a position of, well, he's lying about the party, I find it more useful to start from a position of, well, what would we see if he was telling the truth and this was a responsible government?
I was also furious to see that clip.
So with that, if the party didn't take place and the entire press conference that we saw was just them playing dress up and she was just joking about how difficult it would be to answer a question about that event if it had taken place. But in that case, Boris Johnson would have no reason to be furious. Especially if before seeing the clip, he'd been responsible and asked around and...
I have been repeatedly assured that there was no party and that no COVID rules were broken.
But either there was an event or there wasn't an event. And if there was an event, in terms of following rules, Allegra Stratton herself said...
It was not socially distanced.
But I've asked the Cabinet Secretary to establish all the facts.
So now he's saying he's not sure. Let's forget for a second the idea that if you were working in number 10, you'd throw a party next to your boss's home without asking permission first during a pandemic. Let's get back to what if they were responsible? Because this evidence shouldn't be difficult to produce. There would be a memo they could show us or an email sent to staff at the time saying don't have a Christmas party. Not to mention Downing Street is the most secure location in the country. So if somebody showed up with the supplies for a party, like a van full of cheese and wine, there should be a paper trail, and again, it shouldn't take 2 weeks to produce that.
The parties opposite are trying to muddy the waters about events or non-events.
Events or non-events? You muddied the waters in that sentence by failing to give a concrete answer as to whether or not an event actually took place. And when Starmer called him out for it, he said,
I know that the implication that he is trying to draw that the case that we're now investigating somehow should undermine public confidence in the measure.
You had Grant Shapps deny that you ever told people to stay in their primary home in order to get Cummings off, and when Matt Hancock got off, you said you considered the matter closed. And now you're saying that Schrodinger's Christmas party was all within the rules? But sure, it's Starmer that's undermining public trust in your COVID policies.